So the last video we did, well, the second last video we did, it was our first kind of flight sim video, and it became very apparent to me that I have got to upgrade my flight sim equipment because it just wasn't good, man. It just was not good. So what I did was I went out and got the Thrustmaster TCA Boeing Yoke. And quite frankly, I'm quite impressed. So let's get into the video. Let's do a quick review over it, and then we'll hop into the sim and see how it does. Alright guys, so just looking at the yoke, I mean, this thing has some really good feels to it. What a lot of people do is when they first get the yoke, they go ahead and they put the fourth spring inside there. And I went and I did it, and it really gave the yoke a nice good feel when you're pulling back and taking it forward. So that all around feels great. It goes the full 90 degrees here, as you guys can see, which is great. It allows you to really get those micro adjustments in when you're flying the sim. Alright, moving on to throttle quadrant. I love everything about this. The throttles, I mean, they feel a little bit small, but it's supposed to fit onto your desk, so it's not too big of a deal. You got your speed brake right there, which is nice. And then your controls down here to control the autopilot. You have your auto throttle and toggle buttons right here, and your sticks to bring up the reversers. You can buy another set of throttle quadrants and hook them up to the sides so that you can have 4 engines and then also a flap lever, or configure whatever you want. You can also take off this piece and put a flap lever here and then have just one throttle to control both engines. You know, it's pretty configurable in the way you want it. Now, me personally, I preferred the setup of the Airbus throttle quadrant just a little bit more because they just seem to be way more configurable and more sim friendly. And I'll talk about this more as we get into the video. But if you guys are interested, go ahead and look at the Airbus throttles as well and see, you know, if you like the Boeing yokes more or the Airbus throttles more, and kind of play around with that. Also, I believe it's Turtle Beach, they make a throttle quadrant that looks to be pretty interesting too. So there's a couple of options you can use, but for right now, especially compared to what we were using before, this throttle quadrant is going to be great. So let's hop into the sim and see how it does. So welcome to the plane. Let's get this bad boy started. We're going to do a short flight today from
turn left heading 350
from Tucson to Phoenix, and we're going to be doing it with Albuquerque Center today. We'll come back to that.
Bus 2727 to center maintain 4,000.
That looks good, 126. We'll see what they give us for a departure out of here. RTO. We just came in on a on a flight into here, so the plane's kind of already set up accordingly. So we're just gonna be getting her ready to go.
Good 933, nice wing strike, left when able, safe.
Jesus Christ. Wing strike.
Looking for Alpha 6, American 992. 933, Roger, take Charlie, left turn Charlie all the way down.
The joys of
straight ahead Charlie, left turn Charlie all the way down.
I'll tell you. Yeah, we'll keep it 24K, we'll go flaps 1, there's our CG, and 131. And our trim should be 4.2. And if they have us take off on runway 30, that's gonna give us a heading we'll see what runway they give us before we start
American 1571, contact LA Center 1.
Loading anything in, because they might even change our whole
126.52 for American 1571 Heavy, good day.
They might even change our whole our departure out of here. So, and Albuquerque Center American 1526 requesting our IFR clearance to Phoenix.
American 1526, American 1576 to the Phoenix Airport, Wildcat 4 departure, hot, minus 5, climb maintain 17, correction, climb maintain 14,000, departure with me, squawk 4374, reach squawk only.
Alright, clear the Phoenix Airport via Wildcat 4, hot, the NAS file, climb maintain 14,000, squawk 4374, American 1526. Alright, y'all.
Runway 26.
There we go, there we go, there we go. So he wants us to...
American 1526, read back correct. Call for taxi.
Alright, we'll call for taxi, American 1526. 4, 3, and then 7, 4. Let's ask him real quick. And up here, Center American 1526. What runway can we expect for takeoff out of Tucson?
American 1526, Wildcat only goes one way.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Runway, they renamed it. It's 30.
I got that. We'll expect 30. Thanks, American 1526. Oh, I see what you're talking about. Yeah. 30. Okay, I got you. Yeah. Alright, so taking off runway 30. We got all that. We're boarding up our folks now. Let's get into here and fix this. Okay, so we'll say hot is going to be at 14,000.
Technical aircraft application is not closed. Helicopter Uniontown indoor seat task. Bye.
Here, guys, we took too long. Looks like operating center's closed. Okay, no worries. No big deal. We'll just work this thing on backwards.
Good evening from the flight deck, folks. We'd like to welcome you aboard this flight down to Phoenix today. It's looking to be a relatively bumpy flight on our way to Phoenix, so we ask that you guys keep your seatbelts on during the entire flight. Other than that, sit back, relax, enjoy the flight. Please remember that this does not represent American Airlines in any shape, way, or form, their procedures or SOPs.
So that we can get you safely on your way. To buckle your seatbelt, insert the metal end.
Setting the parking brake. You know, I'm pretty confident we're going to be alright, so I'll just go ahead and let them off. Yeah, you guys are good. Thanks, guys. Alright. They're about to leave us alone. Let's get this second engine started up. Just because I think I'm gonna forget it. I'm not gonna have enough time to worry about it. Alright guys, flight control check coming up down. Boom, boom, boom. Our boys heading away. Turn this on. Within the flight attendants. Alright, flaps 1 after start. Boom. Holding brakes. Anti-ice as required. Generators are on. AC air conditioning bleeds are set. Recall. It's check flaps and flight controls. I do that. Let's see. Boom, boom, and boom. Recall. There we go, guys. Let's go. Now, I always like to say this. As you guys can see, I don't take this stuff seriously. There's some of our procedures that I'll implement just because I don't want to forget how to do it the right way. But there's other stuff that I don't feel like is worth replicating in the sim. Because for me, this is more just having fun, you know? And I get it. Some of you guys take this stuff very seriously. I respect it. I really do. But as for me personally, it's just I just kind of have fun with this, you know what I mean? So with that being said, nothing that's done in the simulator, nothing that's done in this video represents any company's real procedures, does not represent my real flying, does not represent how to fly a 737, and frankly should not be used for training purposes. This should be used to entertain yourself, and that's about it. Alright, so I'm taxiing so slow. Come on. Gumption. Give us some gumption. Come on, give us some juice. Tucson traffic, American 1526 is taking off runway 30 for the Wildcat. Alright. So there's that. There's that. There's our lights. And let's get this show on the road, guys. We'll right around 40%. We'll give it the juice. Thrust set 94.9.
Center June 17,000.
Alright. 80 checked.
80 knots.
Rotate. Here we go, here we go, here we go. See what I mean? I'm pulling back and you kind of hold it there for a sec.
Stop for altimeter 2906, maintain 17,000, so establish an outlaw, your third outlaw on level 2.
Positive rate of climb.
Bang, gear up.
2996, 17,000, so establish, 290 below, and outlaw, so back to those 1. Project 1, contact, Tucson approach, 318.
Thing two with the review in regards to the throttles and the yoke setup is that if you're flying the 737-800 a lot, the gear handle goes to the opposition once you take off. But if you're using the Thrustmaster TCA yoke, it only has a down and an up position. So that means that your gear handles are stuck in the up position. Now, that doesn't matter on the 777, doesn't matter on the 787, doesn't matter on the Max even. But on the 800s or the NGs, it does matter. So just keep that in mind if that's a big deal for you guys. Let's see, FMC alert, on naval next altitude. Oh yeah, that's because I had that set too low. Alright, let's go. Climb this girl up. I don't really feel like going all that slow, so we're gonna bump this up to 300. Let's not do that. I don't want to do that. Let's set on the cruise. Target speed. No, that's way too low. We'll go 315 in the cruise. And in the climb, 173 like that. In the descent, I want 290 in the descent. That might be that message. Alright, so when we get to Phoenix, we're going to be just about 1,000 pounds lighter. So we'll just do some quick and simple math here. Boom, we'll put that, we'll do a flaps 30 going into Phoenix. Auto brake's going to be off, it's no big deal. We'll come up to here, heading 258. And 25. 8. There we go. Leave those mins where they're at. It's going to be visual anyways. 110.75, 110.75. That's all set. You come back over here. Our last point is going to be Skade. So we'll take Skade. We'll take it over to our fixed page. And we'll put a nice little 2-mile ring around that. And we'll call it good. Like I said, auto brake's gonna be off. We can handle that, boys. I've already done a couple of flights with this yoke, and I actually just did one like 10 minutes ago that I recorded, and then the memory card I was using ran out of memory right before touchdown. So that whole video went to scrap. So we're redoing it again. I hand flew those flights. Whether you want to believe it or not, I hand flew them. And it was good. It handled it just fine. On this flight, I'm not going to have flight again. That's ridiculous. It's not even that fun on the 7.5 flight. So yeah, we did that. Everything, it feels good. It feels great. I likes it a lot. So we're coming up at 14,000 feet. And once it levels off, it should bump up our speed to about 315. Because we are not going this slow all the way to Phoenix. There it is, 315. Let's give it a juice. We're gonna leave the fly attendant seated for this one, guys. Just because they have no business being up right now anyways. It's short and it's turbulent. Alright, let's get to Phoenix.
Once more from flight decks, folks. We're probably about 16 minutes out from landing in Phoenix today. It's, as you guys know, it's a bumpy flight. Please make sure you're in your seats and those seatbelts. Are fastened. We're going to be coming in to land to the east today, west today actually. So yeah, sit back, relax, enjoy the rest of the flight on this beautiful airline.
And the descent checklist, pressurization is checked, anti-ice is as required. We don't need it. Landing data is prepared. Terrain display is selected. And tradition level is 180, and our arrival altimeter is 2956. What a crazy drop between the two airports, guys. And we'll do the first part of the landing checklist. Before landing checklist calls for approach brief is to be completed. Seatbelts are on. PA is completed. Recall is checked. Auto brakes, don't need them. HUD is set, and radios and displays are set and cross-checked. Alright guys, so let's look over this real quick. So we're going to be doing the Ping 1 into Phoenix. We're already well on it at this point. We're getting ready to cross over Grady, that's at about 13,250 knots, and we're going to go to par between 10,000 and 230. On to Puckery, it's going to be between 8 and 9,000, 210 on the speed. On to Phenap between 5 and 6. And then Gypsy. After that, we're going to do the ILS runway 25 left. We got that frequency of 110.75 in there. Should be intercepting skate at 3,000. And we have the men setting up for 200. If we have to go missed, it will be up to 3,000, then a left turn up to 5,000, heading 130 outbound to Phoenix through our radio 163 to Pub Key, and then hold our as direct for ATC. If we go around, we're just gonna do our own thing. There's no ATC right now. Alright. A little fast, we need some drag. Let's pop these bad boys out. Alright, so we got 6,000 sitting 5,000. And we're at 5,400 right now. Coming on down. Alright, there's the glide slope. Glide slope's captured. We'll go flaps 10. The other thing too is this knob to turn the speed dials. It's really sensitive, so if you try to like spin it fast, it's not going to work for you. Alright, gears coming down, guys. Keep this coming down. That seems really low. Let's double check that. 123, sure enough. Yeah, we're really light today. I've never seen this speed down as much. Alright, flaps 15. Flaps 25. Shouldn't need those speed brakes. And flaps 30. Right. So we're slowing down here nice and smooth. Phoenix traffic American 5026 on a 5-mile final runway. It is gusty.
Phoenix approach on by 3486.
Alright, let's get this autopilot off.
We have Delta.
Envoy 3480. Envoy 3486. Phoenix first thing 6 second visual approach runway 8.
Visual to 8. Envoy 3486.
Polaris 7886. Maintain your present speed.
Alright.
500.
We're a little low, we're correct.
3531.
Hey, you might know how to fly this damn thing. Motherfucker, it can't be that hard. It's just lift versus drag and rotation. Oh, yeah, man, get your head out your ass.
6 guys on site at 10 o'clock. Was there about?
Thing is too, guys, when you're flying a visual approach, you don't really have to be exactly on this stuff, you know, it's more of a reference. I mean, you stay on it anyway, just out of good practice, but if you're a little off, it's alright, as long as you don't go crazy. Alright, 500 stable target sync, we got 800 coming in, we are a little high, let's correct this. Pull out that power a bit.
Minimums.
Here we go. Alright.
100.
A little bit of left rudder.
50. 30. 20. 10.
Delta 796, turn left to 170, vector final.
Alright. Nice, nice, nice. That's what I'm talking about, that sensitive rudder, man. That's me. I'm not even gonna lie, that's me. It's just real sensitive. I gotta work that out. Alright. We'll get on the brakes here. Get out of the reverses. Traffic American 1326 is clear of runway 25 left, getting ready to cross runway 25 right. You know, so if I put in a little bit of rudder in the real plane, you can make tiny adjustments. If I put in the same little bit of rudder with these rudder pedals, the plane just does what it did on landing, which needs to be tuned out. I'm guessing the sensitivity, and I played with it some, but I guess I didn't play with it enough. Another thing that I noticed on VATSIM, I don't know if you guys noticed or not, but so the Unicom is still 122.8. When you're operating at an airport now, they want you to use the CTAF frequency, and the CTAF frequency for every airport is different. But if you use Vpilot, what you can do is you can type in period CTAF, CTAF, space KPHX or KLAX, whatever airport you're at, and it will show you the CTAF frequency for that airport. Because a lot of guys, they take off and they land and they do their calls at the airport, but they're doing it on the Unicom, which is not supposed to do anymore, it's supposed to do on the CTAF. So just a little bit of advice for those looking to do some VATSIMing. Let's get on it. Whoa, bro. Whoa, 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 big guy. Good gosh. Gotta give that guy a drug test. Good lord.
What did he say?
Alright. Okay, Alpha 23. Here we are. There's our guy. Let's go ahead and turn off our tax light. We want to blind our guy.
Upload 35, 31, instead of maintain 7,000.
Alright.
Flare 7886, fly your bus heading, vector, strong approach course.
Cut it! Boom. There's our parking brake. We'll get this on the APU. That comes off. We'll let the passengers up. And we'll cut the engines. Cut those. Come on, turn that off. Give them some fresh air back there. Turn those off, turn these off, turn that off. And last but not least, emergency exit light. Goodbye, folks. It was good. Thank you for flying with us. Thank you for flying with us. Ooh, we appreciate it, madam. She might be pregnant. Oh, there's the kids walking with confidence. God bless the kids. Yeah, you own this plane, little girl. Good for you. Good for you. There she goes. So that's going to conclude our flight. All in all, great yoke, great throttles, except for the little qualms that I had about it. But other than that, everything's great about it. Much better than what we were working with before. So hopefully some more flight sim videos are to come. And as always, guys, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, like, comment, subscribe. And we'll see you on the next video. See you guys.